Hello everyone, it's Gabriel here today to make a YouTube video. So you don't know me and I don't really know you, but this will be my first video on my pet channel. So anyways, today in this video, this is after the whole ordeal, I forgot to film an intro. You will be watching me set up a leopard gecko enclosure and bring home a leopard gecko. So yeah, hope you guys do enjoy, keep watching for more. Hello everyone, so here is the Exoterra that I ended up getting. I'm going to show you my little haul. I don't know really what I'm going to do yet because, you know, and I do apologize that the background isn't the greatest. I didn't know where else to put it. But yeah, here is the Exoterra. I did get some other things which I will show you, but I thought maybe we'd unbox it on camera. I am new to Reptile, so I probably won't be able to ask a ton of questions. All I know is that I called into my store to make sure they had them because everywhere online, a lot of the online shops were out of stock with this size. It is a 24 by 18 by 12. I was thinking about getting the 36 by 18 by 12, but that one, I'm kind of glad I didn't because this one is a really good big size already. So it does have locks on the top, which I wish I could figure out how to work a camera properly. Let me just grab you guys. I do apologize. This is my cat Pumpkin. Okay, so it like twists, kind of. This is kind of difficult. Oh my gosh, hello Pumpkin. How do I do this other one? It's like a little half circle, and like, you know, they open this way, and then you can lift up the screen. I just clearly can't get them all, but I kind of have to in order to get the tape on it. ASMR. But yeah, I am really excited about this. It is, I think, the desert one. And it did say limited edition, so I don't know if this is like a limited edition background or not. Sorry about the background noise. I do know that my store, my local Petco probably did have it for a while because it was dusty. And they were kind of surprised that they had one because I called and this guy answered. He was really sweet. He was like, yeah, I'll go check. And he goes, oh yeah, I have one. And he sounded so surprised. And then I called him a second time the next day because I was worried that they would like be sold. I don't know why. I was just worried. I didn't know how popular these things were. What, Pumpkin? That meowing is my cat. And luckily I got them and they had one out on the shelves. So yeah. So it has a cool lid which you can also take off, which is very helpful. This isn't a review, I'm just talking because I'm really excited about this page. It is on cardboard right now. I don't really know if I'm going to lift it out yet, but I do like the front doors. I feel like it'll be easier to get to the gecko. And it does have a kind of a funny background, I feel like. I don't know, I'm fine with it for now. I might replace it in the future, but, you know, it's like just foam. So maybe I'll try to make my own background, but I do think it's kind of cute with like the little, you know, things on it. I don't know. I know, I'm very excited about it. I'm hoping it fits on my shelf. That's what I was trying to say. But if it doesn't, I'll figure out a space for it. And now to moving on to what I got. This is not everything. I still have to go back and get more, so I need decorations mainly. Heating supplies still. My store really didn't have a lot, and the ones that they did have were insanely expensive, so I do think I'm going to be purchasing those online. But I got a food bowl, or a water dish. This is going to be a water dish. What, baby? And, I don't know, I thought it would be good for a water dish. It's pretty deep, and they can get in there. He, she, whichever leopard gecko I decide to get. I don't know. I'm happy with it. I think it's very cute. Water dish. Next, I did get this for mealworms. I don't know, I thought it was also kind of like, just, you know, it was only like $3. So I was like, I like it. I like that, you know, just put the little mealworms in there. I did get a cork. I've always wanted like cork stuff, but it's so expensive that I only got this. Because I thought they could use it as a hide. I will have more than 3 hides because I'm not counting this as like a cool hide or anything. I am going to get other hides. I still need a human hide. and a cool hide. But this will be like decoration for them in case they want to crawl up into it. So it'll counteract as another hide. I got this. I don't know. I feel like it's a common thing in cages. That's fur. And I thought, you know, he or she might enjoy this. I'm going for a very natural look. I did get Eco Earth for inside the humid hide. I do like that idea. I also like the idea of giving some sort of substrate, you know, just to maybe go into that hide and mess around in. I don't know. Again, I'm new to leopard geckos, but I did see a lot of people that did that. I got Repticalcium with D3. Then I got Repcal multivitamins. And I do still have to get a regular calcium. My store didn't have one, but I do want another calcium just to have to put in like the dish with the mealworms. I do plan on dusting them with these things. Now, of course, I'm gonna have like a schedule of when I do it, but I do really want regular calcium because I don't want to like overdose them on D3 from what I've read. I'm so sorry about her. So next, I'm gonna start cleaning off my shelf. So warning, right now this is a total mess. This is like my mice cages, which I might give you a brief look of, but it is definitely a huge mess, which is why I haven't cleaned it, because I plan on putting the tank right here. There is bedding on it from the cage that goes up here. This is a mouse cage. She's getting an upgrade very soon. She was having some health problems, so I needed like a quarantine tank. It's really messy right now. I'm out of breath. This is where I keep all of my pet stuff, like my weighing for my guinea pigs. I'm mainly a mammal person. This will be my first reptile. You know, medications. This is a speaker, which I don't really use that much. Just, you know, a ton of things which I can move. I have spaces for him. Down here, that's my brother's cat, Bud. And my other mouse, Julian, he's also a mess. They need their cages cleaned. Yeah. There's a heating pad stuck to it. That's not like for a reptile or anything. That is for humans. I had it set up for something else. But yeah. So I'm going to start setting up the Exoterra and checking to see if tile will fit in it. I'll do that off camera. That way you guys don't have to like watch me try to fit in like tile. But yeah. Okay, so there's gonna be like more parts to this, so like expect to see me talking and like just showing you real quick. But again, it fits beautifully on my shelf. This bin cage is gonna be her cage, by the way. I don't like my mice in 10 gallons, it's way too small. But again, she had to be quarantined because she again had some pretty bad health issues, but she's healing. She's pretty much completely healed. Anyways, besides points, who's ever watching is most likely here for reptiles. But yeah, now what I'm gonna have to do is set up all my health things. My room is a disgusting mess up here, you know. This is gonna be where I put my health stuff, so that's exciting. But I'm obsessed. I love this is very nice. By the way, I want to let you know in case anyone gets concerned about the window. My sunlight comes through mainly my other window on the other wall. By my sewing machine. Here, let me show you. Oh, ignore the grossness. This window, it comes in towards like this, and this has a tree in the front, and the sunlight never directly hits it. And also, there's a background on the tank, so we should be good. I mean, I've never had an issue with like my mice up here before. They've never gotten hot. I mean, my guinea pigs have always been fine. You know, there's yeah. Let's just hope I can get all the supplies soon and maybe get a leopard gecko. So yeah. So it's the next day. I'm back. I got the rest of my supplies. For the most part, I still don't have a moist hide, but I'm gonna make one tonight and then purchase one online because all the stores I went to didn't really have a lot. I got a ton more supplies. Now I'm gonna have you guys watch me decorate it and set it up, and I got a leopard gecko. He's up here. He'll be fine while I'm setting him up. It's not the end of the world. He was at a... I'll explain it later, okay? Alright, let's go and get started. Okay, so I'm missing one hide, and I know I'm gonna go make it in a minute, so there might be some more rearranging, but I'm just gonna put him inside and let him relax. This is a temperature gauge. I might lower it a little bit, but I feel like it might be getting a little warm. I'm gonna check, like, actually I'm gonna reach under and touch it. I do still need, like, something to, like, I still need a couple things, but, like, he's gonna be fine. Like, I'm gonna order them. He still needs water in his bowl. I did already put some calcium in here, and I do plan on feeding him tonight. I got 2 bowls. This is for mealworms. That's for calcium, water, all sorts of little plants. I did have 2 pieces of wood, but because I still need a moist hide, I don't want to overcrowd it. Right now I feel like this thing is small, but it's actually really big. I have mealworms ready to go. From what I was told, he is a very hearty eater. So yeah, and there's all of the different kinds of calciums I have. I have one without D3, with D3, and then multivitamins now. So yeah, let's put him in. He is a Max Snow Het Eclipse. He was $40. I got him from a breeder. The breeder was very nice. Hey, little guy. Hi. I know, big man, I know. Don't scream at me or anything. Here he is, real little. I know you're scared, I know. I'm just gonna set you down. Go ahead and run out. You guys see that? He's really pretty, but he should get lighter whenever he's older. Oh, what's so flatty? I know you're scared, I know. There you go. Alright, he's in now. Okay. So, I may have to come in and bother him in a little bit and just stick in the moist hide somewhere. I was thinking maybe right there, or I'll rearrange some of the plants, but for now I'm gonna let him relax because he's not in the shed right now, and I still need to feel, I feel like it's getting warm under here. I feel like it most likely is. I will like continue to talk about everything I got. I still have a ton of like decorations, so I will have time to change it up if I ever feel like it. So yeah, I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. My face is here. You will not be seeing the little Leo. I don't think he's going to be coming out, but here is the setup. I just thought I'd talk about, you know, a couple of things. So one thing that I wouldn't say is I did get his moist hide done. He went in it, because I'll explain that in a minute, but it's just a Tupperware, cut out the hole with Eco Earth in it. I do plan on getting a nicer one, just because I want the look of it better. There was a couple I like that where I got him, which I'll explain that. They were just so big, you know. Anyways, this is day 2 with him. He's come out every once in a while. He's definitely pretty stressed, but he's fine, like, with the doors open and stuff. So that's why I'm letting you guys see him, and I'm talking not too loud, but I do want him to get used to my voice. I do understand that this is a very stressful moment for him, because, you know, my room smells like a lot of different things, like guinea pigs, mice, hamster, cats, dog, you know, it's a lot going on for him. A lot of movement going on during the day. I have had to adjust his enclosure every once in a while. So he definitely is very stressed. He's a lot different from my cousin's leopard gecko. She got a leopard gecko and she named him Elliot, and he was very calm. This little guy is very nervous. He like just like goes everywhere. You know, like yeah. So I'm gonna let him relax after this video. I have been letting him relax. I haven't tried picking him up, but yeah. Anyways, I thought I'd talk about a couple of other things. So yesterday, whenever we went shopping, I got my corkwood from a local pet store. Sweet people, love them. And then I got another bowl, you know, I got that kind of stuff. Like, I went to so many pet stores, but I actually went into this one pet store near me that, like, I like them because they take in animals and like rehome them, or at least I thought I did. That's where I used to get my mice from, because they're feeder mice, but I also don't plan on getting mice from them anymore, after having a lot of issues with the mice that I do get from them, which, you know, at the time I didn't know. It was just, you know, a lot of stuff ended up happening with my mice. And so they have a second store, so I went to that store and I walked in, and then, you know, I went to the reptile area and they had an all-white leopard gecko. I freaked out. I love all-white leopard geckos. I would die for an all-white leopard gecko. I'm very happy with this voice, so don't say that. Don't be like, you don't like him, you just got him to get him. No, I really like him, especially with how he's gonna look whenever he's older. And so I went to the lady, I was like, can I go see the all-white leopard gecko? Because I couldn't really see him. I could see that he or she was in shed. I hope I'm making sense. He or she was in shed, so I saw that, but I couldn't really get a good look at her, or him, whatever. And so, you know, she was like, very like wary of it. She was like, yeah, I mean, I don't really want to touch them, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, first of all, you work here and you're not really willing to touch them. And she's like, I don't know anything about them. I'm like, you work here, what do you mean you don't? So anyways, she took me over. She had me lift up the hide, which is weird. I think, I don't know why, but if I was working, I would not let a customer touch the animal first. I would handle the animal and take care of it. So I was like holding this hide in this like 20-gallon tank, and the hide was huge. It took up like the whole entire space, and I was afraid I was gonna squish them. There were 3 leopard geckos in there. They were all like full grown, but immediately the white one was the healthiest. He just wasn't moving a lot. I think that maybe was because he was in shed, but all 3 of them had horrible MBD, metabolic bone disease. It was so sad. Like, their arms were just like noodles, and they couldn't, like, the ones that were actually moving and running, there were 2 like kind of more brownish, normal looking, like the normal morph leopard geckos. They were like, and it was horrible, and I felt so bad, and I was looking at them, and then the 2 that were moving a lot, not the white one, they were like emaciated. That's how skinny they were. Like, they were like like this thick. They were so skinny. And I was just looking, and I was like, and like they had crickets in there, but the crickets weren't dusted, and the crickets were huge, way too huge for these very weak leopard geckos to hunt. They should have been feeding them mealworms and dusting the mealworms. And you know, I'm sitting there, and she goes, I'm gonna call a lady who's like, I guess, I don't know why, but at their pet store, I guess people take care of certain animals and don't tell the other employees. So she's on the phone with this lady, and she was gonna sell me the white leopard gecko, and I was almost gonna take him just to like rehabilitate him. I would have, because you know, I can't get him out of my mind. I thought he was so beautiful. She goes, oh, she just told me that they're not for sale, they're on medication. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. But you know what else would help? If they were on medication and had the proper diet and calcium. I just was like, it was gross, it was horrible, I felt so bad. But then again, maybe they had some sort of parasite that was making them skinny. But I did give them my number, but I did end up getting this boy. But if they call me, I don't have like the space, but I have like the supplies to get another one. I don't plan on it, but if that does happen, I might be down for taking in that one, just because she was so beautiful, and I feel so bad. I just hope they get better. Like, I hope they get better and go to good homes, you know. But anyways, so the rest of the day was pretty simple. We looked for leopard geckos at a lot of places, because around me, there's no leopard geckos for adoption. There was one, and I contacted the person, we were talking, and then they stopped responding. The other person was an hour away, and I didn't want to travel an hour just to get, like, to go and get a leopard gecko. It's like a whole hassle thing. And so, you know, my aunt and uncle wanted me to get one. And so they were calling all these different pet stores and asking if they had white leopard geckos, because that's my favorite morph. And you know, I did go to a Pet Supplies Plus, and their care was like really good. Like, they clearly cared about their animals. Now the size of the tanks weren't good, but you know, they had Reptile carpet down, they had calcium, they had, you know, like proper heating. So you know, I was like, oh cool, but you know, I didn't like their morphs. They only had two little ones in the same tank, and then a full-grown one all alone. And I was kind of just like, nah, I don't like those colorings. And then we called our last pet store, and I was like, do you have leopard geckos? No, sorry, we don't, but there's a reptile convention going on near you right now. And I was like, so we went, and I was like, there's gonna be breeders here. Like, that's awesome, because I would much rather like buy from a breeder who seems good and knowledgeable than buy from a pet store, you know? And I was like, you know, I got there, I ran in, there was a ton of really cool snakes, and then there was pretty much only one booth with a lot of little leopard geckos. There was only one other with like full-grown ones, but I didn't like their morphs, and I didn't really, I don't know. I like full-grown, I love them whenever they're full-grown, but I kind of wanted to slightly watch someone grow up. I don't know, having a baby kind of makes me nervous because they're so small. But anyways, so I go over, and this guy has like, sorry, my neck, has like maybe 9 babies. 2 of them weren't for sale, they were like to show. He had a really rare breed, which was like $225, so he was like, yeah, I had this many chances to get this one, blah, blah, blah. He's very knowledgeable. And then I looked at my little guy, who I'm sure you saw, and I was like, ooh, he's pretty. Like, I liked how dark he was, but he is going to get a lot lighter, because, yeah, he's going to look a lot like his mom. Here's a picture of his mom. Show me a picture of his mom, and pretty much whenever he gets older, he should maybe end up with, like, a white head with black dots, and then different, I don't know how to explain it, but something along those lines. And I was like, he's cute. And, you know, again, the guy was clearly knowledgeable, and I was okay buying from him. I do wish I would have asked a little bit more questions, or if I would have gotten a business card, but I was so excited. You know, I thought he's so cute, and he is. He's very cute, and he told me a couple things about him. He said he's one of his best eaters around, you know, so, you know, he said him and his brother were, like, the best eaters he'd ever had. He should be a boy. He was a temperature egg. I know that if leopard geckos lay eggs, and you set them at a certain temperature, you should get that gender. He might break those barriers. I hope he ends up a boy, because I'm trying to come up with boy names. But if he ends up being a girl, we'll change it. But yeah, leave name suggestions. My brother wants to get one now. My brother is also very much so into animals, and he wants to name them after the Roman army, like, or people from like Roman times. And he wants to name his Caesar if he does get one. And then he was like, "You should name yours Augustus." And I do kind of like that name. Augie for short is what I'd call him. I like the idea of such a little leopard gecko having such a powerful name, but then be called Augie. I don't know. Give me names so they don't have to be like puns, like leopard gecko pun names. I've gotten a lot of those from some of my other social medias and other people, and I'm just like, they could be normal names. I really like normal names too. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like, subscribe. If you didn't, then goodbye.